Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Okoro out there with LaRusso. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. Then there's Monroe. And it's Thomas in at the 2 guard. And for the Magic, we've got Durant. Maravich is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Durant. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
And Towns gets it to go.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
SGA looking it over. Pass to KD. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Okoro. Here's Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's LaRusso. Left side, Towns. And the layup is good. Towns has got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Here's KD. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to LaRusso. Towns against Durant. Fades. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Here's Monroe. Got a piece of it.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Durant, no good. Washington leading now by 3. It's Thomas outside. Rebound by the Magic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Towns against KD. Pass to Maravich. To the paint. Stolen. Here's LaRusso. Covered by Duncan.
Yeah, good job.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's...
The previous play is under review.
Of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he can't hit the second.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. And at the end of the day, I trust the coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be, guys.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Monroe, the pass to Okoro. A kick out to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Monroe. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, 6'6" with excellent defensive instincts. SGA, one of the best shot blocking guards in the league.
Now, here is Maravich. Covered by Okoro. Maravich, good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Monroe against Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns down low. Back to Monroe. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the brow will make you pay.
During the pass to Davis. Outside, Maravich. Back to Davis. It's rebounded by LaRusso. Wizards trail by 3. The drive by Monroe. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the triple.
It's sticking it there from the corner pocket. Thomas is someone that D can't afford to lose sight of.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Monroe. And it's SGA missing. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Celtics. Here's Okoro. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. So for the Magic, Whitey's checked in for Duren. Kelly Oubre comes in for Maravich. And Murray subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Wizards, Drew comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Whitehead in for Thomas. Here's Drew, covered by Oubre.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Ilgauskas is checked in for Towns. Markkanen comes in for LaRusso. And it's McKee in for Monroe. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Great open look there. And the Magic lead by 3.
Now that's the lefty stroke of Oubre, right? He can hit from mid-range right on out to deep three-point range.
Here's Drew. And no good in the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Harden out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Duncan, and it's Wright in at the center position. He's out there for Orlando.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
For the pass to Drew. And that one, good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Magic leading by 3. Harden with the take. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Markkanen from outside. And Wright pulls it down. And for the Magic, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Isaac Okoro, Cameron Thomas.
Pass to Drew. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre has the kind of athleticism that makes that an easy play.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Drew, that one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Wright. Kevin Durant comes in for Kelly Oubre. Maravich, he's checked in for James Harden. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Murray. Okoro with it. Nothing on the board. Towns kicks to Okoro. The 3 from Thomas. Rebound by the Magic. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night. SGA passes to Durant. Offensive rebound. Duncan on the follow. Duncan's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
Leaving no doubt, Duncan gets the rebound and powers that one home.
It's stolen by SGA. Here's Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA on the follow.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Thomas kicks to Towns. And it's Durant with the rebound. Magic leading by 9 to the inside. Intercepted. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Wizards making a switch here. Russo's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Drew. Towns up top. And it's tonight.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Shoots from the high post. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Thomas.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Drew. Puts it up from 12. And it's Durant with the rebound. There's the lob to Durant. Stolen by Okoro. And here is Thomas. Outside, Towns. Here's Drew. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Duren. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And here's KD for three. Misses for the fifth time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
There's Thomas with the three. And another miss by Washington.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, this, of course, is one of Kevin Durant's strengths. Such an accomplished shooter, scorer from any spot on the floor.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Wizards making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. LaRusso against Oubre. Monroe right side. 6 to shoot. Over Murray. Monroe, no good.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Maravich. Makes it off the glass. Maravich has got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray against Monroe. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Count that bucket.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Here's Maravich. Up and in on the layup. Maravich has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Thomas on the wing. Maravich defending. Here's Monroe. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Here's Maravich, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Maravich has got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Monroe, the pass to Thomas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Orlando Magic in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Washington Wizards.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at Orlando. It's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Orlando leading by 16. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Towns. LaRusso is out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's Thomas, and it's Monroe in at the 1 spot. Pass to Okoro. At the top of the key, Towns. 5 on the clock. And that one drops for him. Towns has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Washington. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl-Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Wizards trail by 16. To the left wing. Floats one up. Duncan against LaRusso. Durant deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Wright. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, in pick-and-roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Monroe. They grab their own miss as GA passes to Duncan. Durant for 3, and Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Wright.
Number 0, Jalen Duren.
Wizards trail by 15. Here's Monroe. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, pretty pass by Cam Thomas there. That's a facet of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Outside Durant. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Okoro pulls it down. SGA against Monroe. Towns high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Duren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wizards trail by 11. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Checking in for Orlando, number 12.
Monroe against Murray. The drive by Monroe gets it down to single digits. Monroe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Duren. Here's Duncan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Davis comes in for Duren, and Oubre subbed in for Durant.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Monroe against Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Monroe, no good. Magic leading by 11. Here's Oubre. It's rebounded by LaRusso. LaRusso's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Kevin, back to you.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Fires from the line. Rebounded by the Wizards. Russo, the pass to Okoro. The Wizards working the ball around now. Hits it from 3-point range. Thomas got it back down to single digits for the Wizards.
But Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic 3-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. White's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Drew's checked in. Murray outside. Inside. And here we go. Washington fast break. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Thomas. And the free throw, no good.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Right side. Over Ilgauskas. No good there off the double clutch. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Okoro shot is off. Magic leading by 6. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Murray finds Davis. Davis working in the paint.
And that's a shot Davis would make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Drew passes to Markkanen. Here's Drew. Driving in. Yep, it counts. Drew's got 10 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Three-pointer gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Magic lead by 9. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jalen Duren is out there with Duncan. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Durant. And it's Maravich in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando. Duren sets the screen for SGA. And Duren slams it in.
Well, just good recognition in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander reacting to the defense perfectly.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Here's Ilgauskas. Offline with his 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass.
Oh!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Drew. Orlando grabs the miss. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Up top, Maravich. From downtown, the second effort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Duren sets the screen for SGA. A 3-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Out to the wing. Here's Drew. Maravich defending. Markkanen from outside. Drills it from outside.
Well, Markkanen sees an opportunity to make one of the easier threes in the NBA. That location in the corner, such valuable real estate.
Here's SGA. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Russo's checked in for Ilgauskas. Okoro comes in for Markkanen. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Drew. And Monroe's subbed in for Whitehead. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keith was saying to the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, thanks. Outside, KD. Shoots over Okoro, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Monroe against Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Monroe against SGA. To the middle, stolen away. Inside, Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
What an incredible athlete this guy is. Okoro rises up and finishes with force.
Here's Maravich. Good D by Thomas. Wizards trail by 7. Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okoro's got 4 points in the quarter.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Duren, and he banks the layup in.
And he's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the dunk.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Now, here is Monroe. Driving the lane. The basket is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
SGA against Monroe. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, Tim Duncan. Here's Durant. Now Duncan. And there's the dunk.
And at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Duncan with the rebound. Magic leading by 6. Outside Durant. Duran. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Good on the basket.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for the Magic. Davis comes in for Duncan. Gobert with the screen on Monroe. Now Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Gobert with the screen for SGA. Gobert with the screen on Monroe. Just 4 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Monroe down low. SGA defending. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
The Magic call timeout. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket. And a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Washington calls timeout. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Stolen by Durant, and he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it's Orlando winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.